Charlie Cushane here to do another RV mod. This time, I want to address something that bugs me. Almost every weekend we go camping. We do a lot of boondocking, going off-grid, and in general, a lot of the spots are not too level. However, before we put our slides out, on our dual slide camper, we lower our legs and we get the camper perfectly level, then we put the slides out, just like we were told. But that brings me to my issue. Every time I go to cook with my gas grill, it's never level. I'm always shimming it with blocks or trying to get it level. And there's nothing worse than trying to cook an egg. And you put it in the thing and it, or hot dog rolls, or the bacon grease doesn't go in the trap it's designed for, it goes somewhere else. So I'm going to address that today and make a perfectly level platform attached to my camper. So let's get started. Okay, to get started, let me tell you my thoughts. The way it's going to work is I wanted to put some kind of platform right here off the back of my camper. And that's because, as you see here, I have my propane tanks right here, of which I have this line that I use on my grill. So this is the perfect location. I always put the picnic table back here anyway, or my little table, and try to level it, and it never works good. My thought is to use these tubes from leftover from when I used to have a pool cover, and they wound up on this. Well, this is a set of aluminum tubes that fit together nicely and slide out, as you see. My goal is to take some of these tubes and put them like this and make a platform. And since my camper is always level anyway, that will make this always level as well. And then I'll put a table across, but it'll still allow me to open my compartment if I need it. And it's close to the propane. So that's my thought, to build it right here off the bottom of this overhang of my camper. So let's get started. Okay, now we gotta make 4 end caps, 2 inside, 2 outside. So this will be an inside one. I'm just tracing the inside, and I'll bandsaw it. There's one. Now that we've made these caps for the ends, I'm just going to put some epoxy on it, and I'm going to use this Gorilla 2-part epoxy and just glue these in. They'll hold it in, but it'll also seal it. So that'll be good when I'm driving down the road. No debris will go or water will go in here. Okay, now to mark the spots where the pipes will go. I'm going to go right here in the center of this. Right there. Time to drill some holes. I don't want anything dropping in my face, so... Here's the table I want to put on the back of the camper. It's 28 inches by 55 inches. And the reason I picked this is it has to be wider than my spare tire, which is about this wide. So it goes beyond, so those bars, support bars, will be here. And this will roll up nicely. Okay, the end of the pipe that sticks out, I'm going to put a 30-degree chamfer on the end of it. Okay, I'm ready to mount these pipes under the camper, and to do that I bought these heavy-duty brackets. They actually fit the pipe right, but there's a big gap under here. So I made a couple of PVC or vinyl spacers, 3/8-inch spacers, as you see, will go under there. Now I can bolt it down because I don't want to crush this pipe, or the one that slides in it won't fit. This wire is running across the back of the camper, and I can't have my pipe push on it, so I'm going to cut a little groove right here in the wood. Alright, so this is how that groove is going to work. The wire goes in the groove, and the pipe is going to go right there. You can see it goes right under the pipe. Okay, here's how these caps work. I put some spring-loaded ball plungers in there, 2 of them. And on opposite sides, I put the holes you saw me drill. Now, this just will go in, and there it is. Goes in, stays in. Won't come out. So that's going to be the good seal for the end while I'm driving down the road. Alright, now it's time to mount stuff. My plan is mount the bracket, and then put the pipe in. I'm going to put it in, not all the way, but most of the way, and then tighten it up by hand, which is what I always like to do. Now what I'm going to do is put some caulking in there. There we go. Caulking will just seal it up. Put it loose so we can slide the pipe in. That's perfect. Now do the other end. There we go. Now let's stick the pipe in. There we go. Perfect. Wires in the groove. I think I'll do the rest of the tightening by hand. There we go. Oh, that's tight. I don't want to crush the pipe. Well, if it's imperfect. ain't going nowhere.
In case you're wondering what I'm bolting into, here's some looks from the factory of how my camper's made. There's actually aluminum tubes stuffed with wood, and that's what I'm actually bolting into, so I know I'm nice and strong when I'm bolting underneath.
Okay, let's say it's Friday afternoon, you just pulled into your favorite camping spot. It could be boondocking or in a campground, and you got your trailer camper all set up and leveled, jacks down, slides out. It's time to make dinner. So let's set up the grill. Okay, the first thing you do is pull off these caps and take these poles and slide them in. There we go. Then you take these aluminum pieces. One goes there, one goes here, and one goes here. And all you do, put it in like that. Like that. And like that. So far perfect, and I made a little line so that these can be spaced the right spot. And then we get out our table, which is like a folding kind of table. We put it on here. There we go. We have access to our compartment. We just open this up, pull up my grill. Nice. And we are ready to go. Plenty of room for cooking. And of course, as I showed earlier, this is where my propane line is. So I can hook that right up, no problem. All right, there are times when I go in a campground and there's power. I like to use my electric griddle, which is right here. And I have power right here. I can just plug it in. And now I can griddle. I can use my grill or my electric griddle. Either way, this is a beautiful, big camping surface. It's always level. Plenty of distance and clearance from my camper, so I don't have to worry about heat or anything. And it's always level. I love it. Nothing goes to the ground. So this is a solution to always grilling in a level surface and gives me plenty of room to put my beer. Another perfect solution. And yes, in case you're wondering, as you can see, I'm level in two directions, just like my camper. So no more runny yolks or grease not going where it belongs.